Hello, this is Jill from Paper Daisy Crafting. Thank you for joining me again today. And today we're going to be making, be making the mechanics for one of these cards, and then I'm going to come back another day and show you how I decorated them. Some of you might remember that I posted about this card on my blog a few days ago. I don't know if you can see the mechanism for that open. I just thought it was lovely. I received it as a swap from Jennifer Cooper, who's a fellow demo on our team. And I just love the way this card, I don't know if you can see it from that angle, but it's oh, there we go. If I do it that way, you can see that it's got quite a complicated cutting and folding mechanism, but it actually is really pretty. And so I thought, oh, I'd like to have a go at that. So I have had a go at making one of my own. I've used different decoration to what Jennifer's used. She's used the Lots of Lavender set, which is free with Celebration. I decided to go with the Beautiful Bouquet die set. Is it called Beautiful Bouquet? I need to look that up. I'll put it on my blog when I blog about it. It goes with the Beautiful Bouquet stamp set, but I've a feeling the dies are called something different. And I used that stamp set, and I used some paper from Petal Garden, which I really love. I love this colour scheme, this pink. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I made the mechanism, and then I'll come back another day and show you how I decorated all of this and finished off the card. So to start with, I'm going to do it in Very Vanilla today. I'm going to use Very Vanilla card. So I'm not sure about that green as a background, and I'm going to see what it looks like using Very Vanilla as a background today. So I'm going to bring in my trimmer. And the trimmer is wonderful because if you can see on my card here, we need to be cutting down here, but it doesn't go all the way to the edges, and our trimmer is wonderful in that we can do that. We can cut but not have to go right to the edges. So I've got a piece of Very Vanilla cardstock here, and the first thing I need to do is to cut it down to size, which is 28 centimeters by 14. So this way round it's 14, so I just line that up to there, to the 14, get rid of the scoring blade and just cut down there. So that's 14 wide, and then it's 28, so that'll mean I just got to cut a tiny bit off here because it's about 30 usually an A4 sheet of card. There we go, cut that off there and discard those pieces, and this is the piece that we need. And then we get to doing all the fancy cuts and folding to make our card. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to line my card up at the 2.5 centimeter point. If you're doing it in inches, it would be about 1 inch. Oh, excuse me. And then what I need to do is I need to cut from 11.5 centimeters down to 25.5 centimeters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift this up, slide my blade down so that I am actually at 11.5 centimeters on the blade there. I don't think you can see, but believe me, that says 11.5, and I'm going to go down to 25.5. There we go, to there, and that's made a cut in my card without having to go all the way along. I'm then going to come back in and I'm going to line up 2.5 centimeters on this side of the scale. So now I'm on that side of the scale, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing. So I'm going to start at 11.5 and I'm going to go down to 25.5. like so. There we go, that's the 2 cuts done. We now need to score, and again I can use my board because we've got the scoring blade on here. So what I need to do is I need to score at the end of those the cuts that I made. So it'll be at 11.5. So I'm just going to score there only as far as the cut goes, and then again here. Okay, I don't know if you can see those score lines there. Can you see it on this colour card? It might not be the most sensible colour card to use. And then I need to go down and I need to score at, hang on, what have I done? I've done 11.5. I need to score at 23. So I need to score at 23 on those little bits again. So again, not going all the way across the card. And then I need to score at 25.5. So again, I can line up to 25.5 there and score as far as my cut goes there. And then I've got one more score to make. I need to score the central panel at 14. So I'm going to line up to 14 there. And I'm going to bring my scoring blade in again. And this time I'm doing the middle panel. So I'm not going to score the outside parts. I'm going to score the middle panel. Like so. And I'm hoping that that is going to work. So I'm going to bring in my bone folder and burnish some of these folds without bending the other card. So it's quite tricky to do because it kind of wants to bend the other card. But if we do that one and then this one, might be easy without the bone folder actually, and then these two down here, one goes that way, one goes that way, and one goes that way, and one goes that way. And there you can see my card is done. Yeah, once it's, I think it's easier to fold it by hand and then go over it with the bone folder once it's done. Otherwise you're trying to bend against where the card wants to go and you might bend it where you don't want it. Right, there, it's done. Excellent. I'm so glad that worked. This is really out of my comfort zone doing this kind of shape. But you can see that's the shape that we want. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the video off now, and then we're going to look at how I decorated this, and I'll come back on another video and show you how to decorate, how I did my decoration. But of course you could use anything. If you look at the two that are already here, one by Jennifer and one by me, they're very different, but a similar sort of card. Okay, I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.